Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And this is the last of the long form videos of the day. So it's my chance to ask you to do hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet done so. And to check that you're still subscribed as well, as they sometimes still are doing that unsubscribe thing without your knowledge. It does help the channel to grow, and it's very, very grateful for your assistance. Now, this story is one that should get you a bit angry. We all know how councils up and down the country are constantly moaning about how little money they've got. They can't fund this, they can't fund that, they've got to let people go here, they're putting the charges up somewhere else. All because they refuse to raise the council tax. So it will come as no surprise whatsoever that despite not having money for things that people need, like social care or whatever, or fixing the roads, that the Lord Provost has had £17,000 of public money, council taxpayers' money, spent on lights. Two lights. Admittedly, they're lampposts. But £17,000 for two lavish lampposts outside the Lord Provost's home. Is that money well spent? Is that good use of public money? Because I suspect probably not. Let's have a look. Now, I suspect that not many people actually be surprised at this kind of waste, but the fact that it's so blatant. Skint SNP-led Glasgow Council splash out £17,000 on building lavish lampposts outside the home of the Lord Provost. The Nationalist Local Authority needs to find £108 million worth of savings over the next few years, but it still found money to splash on more than £17,000 of luxury lampposts outside the West End home of the Lord Provost, Jacqueline McLaren. And why? And there they are. I mean, I'm sure they're very good and very worthy lampposts. The sort of lamppost that you'll find with Mr. Tumnus hanging around. But first of all, what's wrong with normal ones? And secondly, why does she need two? Is she particularly badly sighted? Perhaps buy her a torch. That'll be cheaper, wouldn't it? Has the street not got other lampposts? And why outside her door and no one else's? It seems a bit very weird that this would happen. Cash-strapped SNP-led Glasgow City Council has provoked fury after splashing out £17,000 of public money building two lampposts outside the West End home of the Lord Provost. Local authority workers even dug up the street outside to install the traditional lamps. The tone-deaf spend came despite councillors deciding to hike up and extend parking charges in the city and cut hundreds of teaching jobs. 450 teaching jobs have gone. But hey, we've got money to wank away on shit like this. It is not looking good. The optics of this are just terrible. And it isn't the only one. We did the one yesterday. They spent money on gold. Day before yesterday, was it? They spent £25,000, something like that. Sending people to New York. Because on two seats can't sit a fat arse on a plane for 5 minutes. Oh, look, I need to go to New York now. I need to go here, I need to go there. Why? Well, I don't know. I just like champagne and caviar at 30,000 feet. And you can guarantee she isn't going cattle class, is she? Anyway, the council is also looking to spend a further £7,000 of public cash to send two senior Nat councillors and two officials to New York to celebrate Tartan Week. Now, that £7,000 is the flights. You're going to have the hotel bill. It's going to be about £20,000. That's what it came out the other day. Anyway, neighbours of the Lord Provost, Jacqueline McLaren, have blasted the huge outlay on the two traditional lampposts outside her home. She's also pegged to fly to the Big Apple for the lavish celebrations in the summer and is a councillor of the Canal Ward in Milton, despite her main home being in the West End. So she's another one. You got the £7,000 for that. She's going to go. That's more, and it's just money piling up, left, right, and centre. But not money spent where it needs to be spent. Just spent on these people. Just spent on them. Spend this money on me. Spend me. I want to go to America, but before I do, I want my house done up. This is all very nice, isn't it? Because the Lord Provost's home there, that isn't an official residence of the Lord Provost. That is her actual private home. £17,000 of taxpayers' money putting 2 streetlights outside her private home, remember. The street outside her property was dug up to install the ceremonial lamps, which is apparently a long-held tradition in Glasgow to mark the unique role of the Lord Provost. A Freedom of Information request shows that the local authority spent £17,353.32p on the work, which included resurfacing the pavement outside the house. What a waste, an absolute wankling waste of money. Just to make her what? Feel a bit fucking special? Unbelievable, isn't it? Glasgow Live reports that Diane McGinley, who lives a few streets away, first noticed work being done when taking her young kids to school and believed it was linked to infrastructure upgrades. She said she was left disgusted after noticing the work had been undertaken to install decorative lampposts instead. And she told the website, "At first, I thought they were installing fibre optic broadband on the street because they'd dug up a large section of the pavement. We take the kids to primary school nearby, so it was a bit of a hassle getting past because they were put up barriers which blocked the path for about 2 weeks. 2 bloody weeks! I've worked it. We've built roads. You can knock one of them out in a day. 2 weeks, my arse. What are these guys at council workers, isn't it? Give them a shovel and they spend 4 hours a day resting on it. Anyway, it was surreal, she said, when we saw the lampposts because I immediately recognised them from others in the city, marking out where former Lord Provosts live. The lampposts are allegedly part of a long-standing tradition. Yay! Make a new tradition. Make a new tradition that if the Lord Provost wants it, the Lord Provost pays for it. And it goes back to the time when gaslit lamps with the burg or the city coat of arms marked out where locals could find civic officials known as bailies. Yes, well, this particular bailiwick works in County Hall. We know where she is. We know who she is. She doesn't need these things. What a waste. There she is on 2 seats. You know, keep moving, love. She'll eat you. Is she getting fatter every time you see her? Looks like it, doesn't it? And it's just, I just can't get over. I just cannot get over 17,000 just to make some self-important twonk feel like she's worth it. Put your own, send her the bill, and if she doesn't want to pay it, take them away. And guarantee it's a complete waste of money. And there are lights in that street. She doesn't need it. What does she need it for? Oh, in case I need to find the Lord Provost in a hurry. Who the hell needs to see the Lord Provost that much? Oh, it's so angry. I'm going to stop. I'm just going to stop before I get angry. It'll come up. How many potholes would that 17,000 have filled? More than a few. You could send a team out for a few days with that, couldn't you? Plonk, 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 fill. Make the roads a bit better. Oh, no. But, the Lord Provost needs to feel important. Screw the Lord Provost and her self-importance. Screw your lampposts. And screw Glasgow City Council wasting money like that. And why the hell are they going to bloody New York? Can't get the job done at home. Fail in Glasgow. Try New York. The blatant waste is criminal, isn't it? Somebody needs to sue them. It's got to be a crime. Somebody do something to stop this absolute waste. The only thing is, you can tell them everything. The SNP voters will still vote these people in. Their kids will starve to death, but hey, the Lord Provost's got a couple of lights outside her house. How bloody wonderful. Stop in there. Thank you very much for watching. That's it for the day. I will continue. There might be a few flash videos, but that's it for the long form, and I will be back tomorrow. You have been fantastic, and I have been the Silver Fox. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.